Hey guys, today we're gonna learn how to make a button that is gonna hide and show stuff like this. So this is the code right here, just so you know. This is like the end result. This is what the end result should be. So whenever you hover over it, it's gonna change to orange, and then it's gonna get bigger. And then when you hover out of it, it's gonna change to red, and then have white text. So that's gonna be the end result. So let's get on with it. So first, we're gonna go to CodePen.io. So if you want to make an account, you can, but you don't really have to. There's gonna be a button over here that says start coding or something, and then you can just start by doing that. So I'm gonna choose my template because I have one. So this is just my template. So first of all, you're gonna have your declaration for doc.html, and then the tag HTML, tag head, end tag head, tag body, end tag body, and then end tag HTML. So end tag HTML declares like the end of your web page, or else it's gonna go on forever. So you'll have to have that. So then first of all, we're gonna make a button, and it's gonna be of type button, and then the ID it's gonna have is gonna be button, and then the class it's gonna be in is also button. Okay, so that should be it. And then on click, we're gonna leave this blank for now, but we're gonna get back to this later. So here it says there have been 15 changes without a save. So we're just gonna click save over here. You can name it if you want to. I'm gonna name mine should hide. I'm like writing like this because there's already two names called show and hide. Or maybe I'll just call it show and hide. Yeah, that should be fine. I'm just gonna call it show and hide. Then it's gonna say autosave enabled, so I don't have to save anymore. It's just gonna autosave. So then we're gonna want the buttons to say show at first, and then end the tag button. And then so you can see over here on the results, you can see a button, small button that you can click, but it doesn't do anything, and it's really small. So you can go over here and then make a style tag. So this is just the in HTML, in document CSS, because this is easier. You can actually type the CSS over here. Yeah, let's do that. It doesn't really matter. It's gonna do the same thing anyway. So you can do first let's go on with the background color. So body background light green. I'm just gonna keep mine light green because my other one was light green too. Yeah, and then over here I'm gonna make a button. The button, period button. Period button means like class button. So you'll see where that's gonna be useful. So we don't want a background. Sorry for the noise. want a background, so we don't want a border, so we're just gonna do border none, and then we can just do padding 5 pixels or something, 10 maybe. And then font family, I'm gonna use Verdana because I really like Verdana. And then font size is gonna be 25 pixels. You can actually change these to whatever you want. You might actually want a border, so you can just type 2 pixels space green or something like that. 2 pixels solid green or something. And then that's how you make the border if you want one. So if you want a border, it's gonna look something like this. 2px solid green. See? Right here. 2 pixels solid green. If you want it. I don't want it, so I'm just gonna keep it none. So then you can change your font size to whatever you want. Font family. Font family is just like the font you want it to be. It's just the font you want the button to have, like the text of the button you want to have. And then padding is just like the size from like the text to the button, to the edges of the button. So then we're also gonna type. We also want the background color of this. Background color of this is gonna be, I don't know, red. I'm just gonna do what I did last time. And then color is gonna be white. And then transition is gonna be I'm gonna make it 0.3 seconds. So transition is just like it's just better to show you. So you're just gonna copy this and then paste it a few lines later, and then in over here you're gonna type colon hover, and then you can change it to whatever you want. Like you can change this to 12 pixels and background to orange, which is what I did last time. And you can just take this transition out. You don't need it right here. And then color to black. So then you'll see if I hover over here, it's gonna change. See that transition effect? It's like fading in and fading out. You might actually want this longer. I do. So then I'm gonna make it 0.5. I'm gonna make it a little bit more bigger. 15 pixels padding. There we go. That's really cool. I'm gonna make this 30 pixels. We don't want it that big, so I'm gonna make this 30 pixels too. So it's gonna be like that. So that's how I want it. Looks pretty good right now. So if you hover over, you can see it that changes. So then we're gonna make a paragraph, and then we're gonna type nothing in, and then we're gonna close that paragraph. Alright. Then inside here, you'll want to type in ID equals para, and then class equals para. So what this does is it's just gonna set the ID and class to para, like we did here. We set the ID to button and class to button. Over here it's gonna set the ID and class to para. So then we can just go over here and then I'm just gonna use the tag name like this, and then you'll just want to do that. And then so what this does is it's gonna change like the style for all the paragraphs in here. So how many paragraphs we have? So we have one over here. So then if we have another one over here that says hello, sorry, that, and then over here it says hi something, and then if you change this to color, if you change the color to white, then both of them are going to change to white. See that? I'm just going to delete this because we don't need it right now. And then I'm going to delete the high. So it doesn't really matter right now because we only have one paragraph, so it doesn't really matter. But that's just if you're doing something different. So then we can do font family. I'm going to do Arial, and then font size, and I'm going to do 25 pixels. And then I'm not going to do color white, I'm going to do color black. Okay, I think that's enough. I think that's enough. I don't think we need to do anything else. Yeah, this is fine. So if it says hi, then just let it update for a moment. See? I'm actually gonna make this 30 pixels. No, 27. I think 27 is pretty good, yeah. So it's gonna say visible because we want it to say visible. And then what we can do in here is we're gonna make it invisible right now. So when you click this button, it's gonna like make this visible. So that's what we want to do. That's what we did last time. So we can do display none, and then after you write this, see that disappears right here. So yeah. So then how do we make this like disappear? How do we make this show up when you click it and then change the words to hide? So how we can do that is, remember this on click? So that's for JavaScript. So we're just gonna erase that, and then we're gonna make a function called show. I'm just gonna call it show. And yeah, I'll call it show hide. And then I'm gonna put those parentheses there, and then we can just put that there. And then over here in the on click, we can put show hide parentheses. So then we can just write we can make a variable called button, and then in here you're gonna type in document dot. Actually, we don't need this class. I know it's irrelevant right now, but so we're gonna do document dot get element by ID, and then the button has the button the button has the ID. The button has the ID button. So we can just type it in there. So then we can do var and then we can make another variable called para, and then so this is going to be for the paragraph that says visible, like that. And then we can do the same thing, so we can just copy and paste this. See. and then instead of button, you can just do Para. So then what we want to do is we want to write an if statement. So we want to write an if statement that says if para dot style dot display is equal to 3 equals, and then is equal to quotation marks none, then we're going to do para dot style dot display is equal to block. So then it's gonna make it visible. So then after that we can just make an else and then make it para dot style dot display equals none. So then what this else does is if we click it again, then it's gonna set it back to none. So what this whole function is doing is, first it's setting a variable, which is like this. It's just going back into the HTML and then grabbing this button right here, and then like shoving it in the JavaScript code. So then we're setting another variable called para, and that's going to be inside. That's going to be this right here. So it's going to take this and then shove it inside here, inside the JavaScript. So then we're writing an if. It's going to check if if the style, if like the paragraph style is on none, and then if it is, then since it is right now, if it is, then if we click this button, then it's gonna change the display style to block, which is gonna make it visible. So then, yeah, so it's basically the same thing over here, but it's just the reverse. It's gonna make it invisible. So, but we also want to change. We can't forget the semicolons at the end. So then, we're gonna change the text of the buttons. So how we can do that is button dot inner HTML is equal to hide, and then over here we're gonna type in button dot inner HTML is equal to show. So this should work right now. So if we click over here, click a couple times, and then it says visible, and then it's gonna hide it. It says visible, and then it says button says hide, and then when we click the hide button, it's gonna disappear. So that's basically it, guys. I hope you had fun, and I really hope it helped. Bye bye.